Nana's thinking about you. This is Help Your Dragon Resolve Conflict. Ooh, it's a shiny book, isn't it? Has a lot of reflection. I'll do my best. Help your dragon resolve conflict. Have you ever met a dragon? Well, you're going to meet one now. His name is Diggery-Doo, and this book will tell you how. He learned a handy lesson. It may be that even you might also find it helpful if you learn this lesson too. The pages aren't shiny, so it'll be okay. By the way, my name is Drew, and Diggory lives with me. I love him like a brother. He's like family, you see. But Diggory had a problem, and it caused us great concern. We saw that there was something that our dragon had to learn. Diggory and his friends, it seemed, would sometimes disagree. In fact, to tell you the truth, he often disagreed with me. He'd say, "Let's play soccer." We'd say, "Let's play basketball." Then Diggory would get mad, so we didn't play at all. That doesn't sound very fun. But that's what a conflict is. It's a disagreement. And we'll always have disagreements. There's always going to be conflicts. So it's good to learn how to resolve a conflict. Instead, we'd have an argument that no one ever won. He'd call us names and stomp about, which wasn't any fun. So we'd say, "Diggory-Doo, you can't always have your way." Then he'd say, "Well, if that's the case, then I don't want to play." We have to take turns, don't we? Take turns getting what we want. That's not always fun, but it's the best way to get along. Whenever he is at the park, my dragon loves to swing. Swinging high to touch the sky is Diggory's favorite thing. But last time he was at the park, Diggory got annoyed. For someone else was on the swing, a kid from school named Lloyd. My dragon waited patiently. Well, at least he tried. "May I have a turn?" he asked. But that's when Lloyd replied, "Diggory-Doo, I got here first, and I'm not finished yet." Since he did not get the swing, my dragon got upset. Have you ever seen a dragon when he throws a hissy fit? Well, I have, and I warn you, it can scare you just a bit. Lloyd gave Diggory-Doo the swing that he was asking for, when flames shot straight from Diggory's nose and he began to roar. But poor Lloyd got scared. So he ran away. We don't need to scare people, do we? At home, we have a tablet which the two of us must share. Diggory-Doo and I take turns, trying always to be fair. One time I was using it and Diggory came along and snatched it from my hands. I said, "Diggory, that was wrong." Has anybody ever snatched something from your hand? Yeah? Have you ever snatched something from somebody else's hand? It happens. You have to try not to, though. It's hard. You've had it long enough, he yelled. Time for you to share. And though I wasn't ready yet, Diggory didn't care. Diggory was impatient and he didn't wait his turn, nor ask if I was finished. Diggory had a lot to learn. Diggory do, let's have a talk. I have some things to say about how to respond whenever you don't get your way. Not everybody thinks alike. Sometimes we disagree, and sometimes things don't go the way we think they should be. That is so true. And that's really hard to learn. It's true, said Diggory Do. It often makes me want to fight when others think I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Tell me, Drew, what do you think? Do you know of a solution? Yes, there is, I told him. It's called conflict resolution. We need to learn about that. He said, conflict resolution? I've not heard of that before. Drew, I need you to explain. Can you please tell me more? I said, conflict is what happens when two people disagree. Each one wants to have his way or thinks he's right, you see? When you say, let's play soccer, but I say I'd rather not, we do not disagree. Therefore, a conflict's what we've got. We do not agree. Therefore, a conflict's what we've got. If you don't agree on what to play, that's a conflict. Conflicts can be little, and conflicts can be really big. Diggory asked me then, Drew, what do you suggest? I can't help it if I think that soccer is the best. I know that you love soccer best, Diggory, I replied, but other kids like other games and they're not satisfied. If soccer is the only choice you give them every day, and if they don't like it, you call them names and refuse to play. What's wrong with that? Asked Diggory Do. Wouldn't you agree that the way to handle conflict seems to work quite well for me? I said, it means you are bossy and even downright rude. And soon you'll drive your friends away with such an attitude. Diggory Do, you hurt their feelings or you make them mad. You may soon find you have lost all the friends you've ever had. I guess you're right, said Diggory Do. I was not aware that conflict resolution may sometimes mean play fair. But what if it's the other guy who is the selfish one? Like Lloyd with the swing, what should I have done? I said, Diggory Do, it may have been that Lloyd had just begun and had not been swinging long enough to finish having fun. You could have played on monkey bars or perhaps the slide until Lloyd had finished swinging. Then you'd both be satisfied. So when I grabbed the tablet, added Diggory Do, conflict resolution may have helped me that time too? Yes, I said, if you'd only asked me and allowed me to explain, then you would have known you had no reason to complain. I was doing homework and I wasn't finished yet. And homework must come first. Diggery-doo, do not forget. Homework is pretty important. When conflict makes you angry, just stop and count to 10. As you take a deep, deep breath to calm yourself, and then speak to the other person, but be kind and do not yell. And listen when they speak so you can hear their side as well. Diggory said, or how about I simply walk away? There will be no conflict then, Drew. What do you say? I said, sometimes to walk away may be the thing to do, but often it is better to discuss what's bothering you. In a calm and gentle voice, you can both share how you're feeling. And before you know it, you may find the conflict healing. It's so hard, but it's so important to talk. And keep a calm and gentle voice. That's so important too. Ask questions like, what do you think? Or what do you want to do? And remember that you can't expect it always will be you who gets to have his way. It's a better way to live. When you don't always take, sometimes you have to give. It took a little practice, but now Diggory's pretty good at resolving conflict the way he knows he should. Have you ever had a conflict with your family or your friends? Well, try conflict resolution. That's how conflict ends. Such a good book. Such an important thing to learn, conflict resolution. That you don't always get your way, and other people don't always get their way either. And it's best to play fair and take turns and share and all that kind of stuff. And then you get along better. I like that book. I hope you did too. Nana loves you. Thanks for listening. Mwah.